Hey, it's Pete, and we've got 1991 Fleer Ultra Baseball cards with 14 cards and one sticker. Ooh, we've got a batter, we've got a pitcher, we've got a drunk. All right, pack one. These are the first. These are the earliest of the most difficult foil packs to open, and we've got nice pictures on here. I love getting the stickers, and we've got the Expos that's going right on my table. My table of stickers. Dandy Don Mattingly. Nobody called him Dandy Don, but I will. Mr. Baseball? No, Donnie Baseball. Brian Harper. Mask off. Kevin Moss. Maso Manos. Robin Yount. There's a nice one. Hall of Famer. Gino Petrali. He's got you go on baseball cap underneath. That is a flat brim. Very interesting, fascinating uniform choice there. Mark Salas. Scott Bradley. Do you think he had no helmet on top and a face mask over a baseball cap in a game? That's nuts. Walt Weiss. How early was this? He was a couple years in. He was a rookie of the year at one point. Coney, one of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites. David Cone. Kelly Gruber. Whoa. Brushback. That's nice. It's a great card. Reggie Jefferson. This is a prospect. He would go on and be the DH for the Red Sox for about a year. He was kind of in between. Yeah, I think he was one of the early attempts to replace Mo Vaughn, I think. Although Jose Awfulman was in there. Pat Borders. Ellis Burks, there's a great one. And then I know Jose Canseco, saw him coming because he was plastered on here with pictures. 37 ding dongs. I'm kind of annoyed by Jose Canseco, but the crazy thing about him was he could steal a lot of bases, hit a lot of home runs, pretty much hated playing. But he also had some pretty good batting averages, which is surprising based on how hard he would swing. I don't know what the hell is going on there. He looks like a guy who would have struck out 200 times, but of course he didn't because no one struck out 200 times while he was playing. And his batting averages, he had some pretty impressive batting averages. Doing pretty well at Dodgers. And Dave Winfield, who got a Hall of Famer right off the bat here with the Angels. I don't think he was very good that year. 21 homers, not too shabby. But I think the Angels are pretty bad, but they had some nice players on that roster. Casey Candale, Tim Belcher, BJ Surhoff. Does not look. He looks like he's regretting a few things on that swing. Jose Rio on the Reds, coming off a World Series victory with the Reds in 1990. Mark Gubitza. A lot of hair flying out back there. Jerome Walton was a Rookie of the Year and then fell off the face of the earth. Travis Fryman, third baseman, was around a long time. Tigers and Rangers, and I'm sure somewhere else on my. Odabe McDowell, an Olympian. John Kruk, a little hit machine. That guy, great batting averages. That's funny. Right on cue. 291. Shane Mack, turn of the Mac. Will Clark, there's a nice team, ultra team Fleer Ultra Team, 1991. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Andy Van Slyke. Great fielder. Hey, there's the ball. Hitting the bat right below the... It's popping that up. That's not a good bunt. Kind of ugly. Terry Shumpert. Terry Shumpert. Very blue. Looking very blue in that uniform. And got one more. One more? Yeah, one more. One more pack to feed my forgettability. Okay, what's our sticker? Padres. All right, that was Expos, Dodgers, Padres. Kind of that's a ugly period for the Padres. For the Padres logo, Jeff Russell Terrier. Spike Owen, one of the great names in baseball. Alvin Davis. So we had Alvin Davis, Glenn Davis, and another Davis in amongst these. Ricky Henderson, there he is, looking good. Dwight Gooden, what a pack. John Olerud on the Blue Jays. Great pack. Pat Kelly, we love you. Wrong guy. Dwight Smith Sr. Nice player. Maybe not in 1990, but a nice player. Gerald Young. Really nice player. Played a lot of outfield throughout the 90s. Keith Miller. Ooh, nice action shot. Not looking at it. Darrell Irvin. Never heard of him. It's a good face for a card there. Paul Ferries. Never got picked on. Never. Francisco Cabrera. And we're finishing it up with a real nasty boy, Rob Dibble. Guy he was really nasty. He was disgusting.